No one spoke after the message appeared on my phone. You're not in control yet. The room felt smaller, like the walls were listening. The neighbor's hand was still frozen around his phone. Who's they? I asked quietly. He didn't answer. Instead, the woman from the hallway took a step back, slow, careful, like she'd forgotten she wasn't supposed to be afraid in my house. The cousin cleared his throat. Let's not make this worse than it already is. That sentence told me everything. This had been happening for a while. I walked to the kitchen table and picked up the folder they'd brought. My folder. I flipped through the pages slowly. Dates circled, times highlighted, notes in the margins. Missed appointment, forgets keys, needs supervision. I looked up. You've been documenting me. The neighbor finally spoke. We were keeping track. Of what? I asked. He hesitated. Of when things started slipping. That word again, slipping. I leaned against the counter, steadying myself. How long? They exchanged another look. The cousin answered. After your husband passed, you changed. That hurt more than I expected, not because it wasn't true, but because they had decided what that meant without me. The woman pulled out another envelope, this one thinner. Inside was a printed email from a lawyer, not mine. The subject line read, Capacity Review, Preliminary Discussion. My stomach dropped. You contacted a lawyer? I asked. We were just asking questions, she said quickly. Nothing official. Not yet. I laughed, not because it was funny, because it was absurd how calm they still sounded. You were planning to decide if I'm capable of living my own life? I said. No one denied it. That silence was louder than any confession. I picked up my phone and pressed record. You should leave now, I said evenly. The neighbor shook his head. This doesn't have to turn ugly. That's when the lights flickered, just once, but everyone noticed. Then my phone buzzed again. Unknown number. They're stalling. You're running out of time. The cousin's voice dropped. Someone else is involved. I stared at him. You didn't think this was just us, did you? That was the moment fear finally reached them too. I walked to the front door and opened it. Get out. They didn't argue this time. As they stepped into the hallway, the neighbor leaned close and whispered, You don't know how deep this goes. Then they were gone. I locked the door, twice, and slid down against it. My phone buzzed again, a new message. Tomorrow, we do this properly. Then the second one. Bring the documents. I stared at the screen, heart racing, because I had no idea what documents they meant, but I knew one thing for sure. They weren't asking anymore.